welcome to the Week in Review. We're coming to you live from the trip back from Charleston, South Carolina. We're driving back to West Virginia. And this is, last week, my wife is even aware of this, I committed that I would get out a Week in Review because we've been so busy. I haven't done one lately. And so this is the Week in Review, making good on my word. Yeah, it's a day late, but pretty close. So, but there's a lot to update you on. And so here is the Week in Review. All right, a couple of things. First is kind of the update on the legal merger process. So we announced a couple weeks ago, we do have a new name, the Kanawha Church of Christ. We are working on some logo options. Maybe I'll include some options in the video to look at. Give us some feedback on, let us know what you think. But we are working on names, logos. We are officially registered with the Secretary of State of West Virginia as the Kanawha Church of Christ. So legally, we are the Kanawha Church of Christ now. We have a board. It's made up of 3 people from each of the former congregations. Help me get this right. It's Nick, Chris, Tony, Latham, Sheila, Deneen, and Rashawn. Is that right?
I think so.
Yes. So I think that's the 6 people, 3 from each side, diverse, gender, all that kind of stuff. So we are super excited and grateful for those people serving. And now they're going through the process of formalizing bylaws, voting on things, getting everything established, as well as the financial merger process, creating a new account in the Kanawha Church of Christ's name, and beginning to get things paid through that. So thank you to everybody who has been involved in that whole process, and on 20 levels, thank you. But all of that is actually happening, and it is official that we are legally the Kanawha Church of Christ. Go us, right? All right, so that's all happening. Let me transition to, with that, we are going to be updating. If you haven't updated your information with Church Track yet on the app, please go ahead and do that. We are transitioning away from CCV. We're not going to be using that anymore for the Kanawha City Church of Christ people. Everything is going to be done through Church Track, including email announcements, registration for things, the weekly registration for kids that Mandy's going to talk about, everything, online giving, everything is going to be transitioning to Church Track. So if you haven't had a chance to do that at this point, please go ahead and update it. I'll put that in the show notes. So there's that. All right, now I'm going to turn it over to Mandy, who, while she's driving, is going to give us the update on all of the new things with our kids ministry.
Perfect. All right.
Wait, let's start with, what is our kids ministry called?
That's what I'm starting with.
That's what she's starting with.
We have been really inspired by our mature ministry,
Yes.
the Evergreen ministry, and by our theme this summer, our Rooted theme. And so we decided to continue that tree theme, and our youth ministry for the school year will be called The Grove. We have 3 classes. Our youngest class are the Seeds. Our early elementary class is the Sprouts, and then our upper elementary / middle school class are the Sowers. And so that launched last week, actually. And with that launching, we have new rotations. We have moved to 4-month rotations that each class is shared by 2 teachers. And so you just serve 2 of those 4 months, which we think will be awesome. So we're really excited about that. And then last week we launched our online check-in. And so it is a little bit of a work in progress, but we have iPads in the foyer. Parents are able to check their children in and get a name tag for their child that will have allergy information, emergency contact, all the things that the teacher might need to know. And then the parent receives a tag as well that they bring to class after to sign their children out. So we are trying to work on just providing a more secure and safe way to take our kids to and from Bible class. And
It's always rain when you drive.
Rain.
Can I ask a question about that?
Sure.
Do you remember the ages of the different classes,
Sure.
or like which, who's in what?
Yep. So our seed class, that is ages 3 through kindergarten.
Okay, 3 to
Our
kindergarten.
sprouts are 1st through 4th grade,
Okay.
and our sowers are 5th through 7th grade.
I
and
love
then ages 8th grade and up just stay in our service. And then the other thing that we kind of officially launched last week was
Well, can I
our.
ask a question about the online check-in?
Sure.
So let's say I'm a parent who has never done this, or a family that's never done this, right? And so I walk up to the iPad. What do I actually do? I've never actually done this confession booth, right?
So if you are a family that is already registered, you simply will just type in either your last name or the last 4 of your phone number. It is super self-explanatory. If we still had young kids, I would type in Bartoli and our whole family would pop up.
Okay.
Our kids would have been pre-assigned to their specific Bible class. So
Okay.
if a family comes up, they see their kids, the class name is already there. They just click on their child's name and click print labels.
Okay.
And that's it. The labels print, give one to your child, and you keep the other tag.
Let me ask. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Sure. I will have to go through a more detailed thing. If you are new, it's your first time, and maybe you're not in the system, and I don't actually have those steps right now. So,
Okay. That was my next question. Let's
yeah.
say you bring some friends to church.
Sure.
What does that look like?
Yeah. There's a process for that I don't have it memorized, so I'm happy to do
How's that work? I
something.
mean, you're only driving the car through the rain. No, I'm just kidding. Cool.
So the other thing I was going to say that we launched last week was we have 2 rooms off of our auditorium.
Yeah.
One is a playroom and one is a game room. The playroom is geared towards our younger kids with blocks and cars and a play kitchen and books, that kind of thing. Our game room has foosball and air hockey and board games and card games, that kind of thing. And we are encouraging families to have their children use those spaces before and after service. Our classrooms will be closed after service. We are just in keeping with our desire to provide safe and secure areas for our families. We just don't want to have kids unattended back in our the Grove, as we will call it, this school year. We would like to not have kids back there. So this is a great opportunity because kids can be together and the parents can fellowship and everyone is in the same space. So we are excited about that.
Yeah, love that. The one other thing that I noticed is that there is a large TV now in the nursery.
Okay.
What is that for?
Perfect. So our nursery is not going to be staffed this school year. Again, our classes begin at age 3. If you are a parent of a child under that age, you are welcome to use the nursery at any point. There's a changing table, rocking chairs, toys, a slide, all kinds of things in there, as well as a TV where you can watch service being streamed while in there with your child. And so one idea, if you have a little one, you may decide that you would like to team up with another parent and maybe take turns
That's a great idea.
watching a couple of the kids together in a time. You may decide to just use it just for the service portion. Oftentimes the kids are great during the singing and other parts of the service. It can sometimes be a little harder during the sermon, and so it's a great space to use.
How's it different than a cry room from, like, I don't know the difference. Is a cry room like if you have a little and you just want to go sit back there, like a rocking chair type deal, but this is for runners maybe? Is that the difference?
So kind of a cry room. Generally a cry room you can see service still going on. This would be the space that is right in the little nook area going to the women's bathroom in our building. That is totally fine to use, probably better to use if you just have like an infant, you just need
Right.
a place to go feed your child,
Yeah.
and you want to be able to see, and of course you can hear what's going on from that space. But yes, once your child is big enough to be walking around or crawling and
Right,
you just need
yeah.
more space than that, the nursery is probably a much better option.
That is kind of cool. The nursery is big, so there's plenty of space in there.
Yep.
The kids can play, but still have service there. It's a massive TV, so that's great. Good job. Good on you.
Yeah.
All right. What other updates are there?
That is all for our children's ministry.
VBS is coming up.
Yep.
That's going to be amazing. Slip and Slide Sunday. I think that's all we have for now, right?
That's
Anything
it.
else? I feel like the moment I hit stop recording, I'm going to think of the other thing that I wanted to say. But I got nothing right now. Nope, that's it. That's all we got. So that's our weekend review. Lots going on, lots of updates, lots more to come. And thank you guys so much for all your support through the merger. You guys rock. Please continue to pray. Godspeed.